What's going on, N enthusiasts? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be doing a spark plug change in my 2022 Hyundai Elantra N. This is going to be the first time for me doing them in this car. The service interval is 42,000 miles for this car, and so that's what we're going to do. I'm just sticking with the stock OEM plugs. I'll show you where I got them from, how much they cost. I'll show you all the steps on how to get the old ones out, put the new ones in. It's very simple, not too different than any other car out there. So if you're interested in checking that out, then stick around. All right, guys, so let's get started. So step number one is to take the engine cover off. Just pull up. You can see there's these little rubber pieces here. Those fit on these studs. So just pull it off, really easy. Okay, step number two, grab your deep socket 10 mil and ratchet, and we're gonna disconnect the negative terminal on the battery because we are working on the electrical system, so we don't want there to be any chance of causing any kind of shorts. So just get your 10 millimeter on it and disconnect that. There we go. And just push it to the side, make sure it's not touching anything metal, and then we're good. Okay guys, step three is going to use the same ratchet with the 10 mil deep socket on it. And what we're going to do is we're going to take off the bolt holding on the coil packs here. So it's a 10 millimeter on each one. We're going to do one at a time. Some people like to take them all off and do all four at one time, but I'd rather just do one at a time. That way we don't have to worry about getting any of these wires confused and put the wrong coil pack on the wrong spark plug. So I'm going to start with the very first one over here, and we'll just get this 10 millimeter taken off. And kind of pay attention to how tight the 10 mil is on there, so that when you're tightening these back up afterwards, you kind of know like how tight to make these bolts, because I couldn't really find any torque specs on the coil pack bolts. So you really just kind of want to snug them up and not go too crazy on them. So just put the 10 mil in a safe spot, and then you're gonna kind of wiggle it a little bit and it should pop right up. There you go. You don't have to disconnect the wire here or anything like that. I mean, you could if you wanted to, but you know, I'm gonna leave it connected, no big deal. So just put that to the side there. Okay guys, so now we're gonna take our spark plug socket here. I have this one, it comes with like a swivel, and what's cool about these is they usually have like either a magnet or like a rubber piece in there. This one's magnetic. So what this is going to do is once we get the spark plug loosened up enough where it's all out of the threads, this will just grab onto it and we can just pull it straight up out of there. So we're going to use the short extension we had on there before with this one, and it should be plenty deep enough to get in there. So just take your time, make sure you get it on there. You can feel when there's some resistance. I can tell it's on the spark plug, so we're just going to start giving it a turn here and break it loose. There we go. Just turn it slowly. You definitely don't want to go crazy on these. The last thing you want to do is strip one of the threads in your head, then you're gonna have a big problem. So just keep turning it, and then you get to a point where you can just do it by hand. Turn it out. Sorry for the noise. Sounds like a truck going by. Okay, and then you can see it pulls it right out like that. So there's our spark plug. That's the first one, and I don't know, we'll just call that bank one, cylinder one. I'm guessing that's probably cylinder one. Doesn't look too bad. Like I said, these have just under 42,000 miles on them. They look pretty good actually overall, as far as I can tell. So, but that's, you know, we're doing the service. It's what it calls for. So all right guys, so these are the spark plugs that I bought. These are just OEM replacement spark plugs for the Elantra N. I got them off of Amazon. I think they were $65 shipped, somewhere around there. I'll put the link in the description of where I got them, but they have this cool little hologram decal to let you know that they're official. And if that's broken, I guess you're not supposed to use them. I don't know. But we're gonna take it out. We're gonna compare it to the one that we took off, make sure that it looks the same. And yep, it's exactly the same numbers. Yeah, these are legit, look good, NGK. Okay, so obviously you can see looks nice and shiny and new. So we're going to use this gauge feeler here, and the 0.3 is like right, yeah, it's right at 0.030, so that's going to be about right. With these iridium tips, you really don't want to gap them if you don't have to. So I'm going to take this as these are gapped correctly from the from the factory, and they should be good to go. So we're just going to take our trusty handy dandy little socket here. You can see it's magnetic again, so it just pops on. Do note that NGK spark plugs come with a special coating on them, so you don't need to use any kind of anti-seize or anything like that. Start threading it down there. Be careful not to bang it onto anything, and you're just going to thread it nice and light and keep it as straight as you can so that you're not having any chance of cross threading. You don't want to use any kind of wrench on this or pneumatic anything. You just want to do it by hand and get it hand tight. So the service manual calls for 10 to 18 foot-pounds to torque these spark plugs. I set my torque wrench right in between to 14 foot-pounds. And what you're going to do is just turn it very lightly and consistently until you hear the click. And then you know that it is torqued down to the correct spec. There we go. So 14 foot-pounds might not seem like much, but these are aluminum heads, so you definitely don't want to over torque them. Okay, now that we have the spark plug torqued to spec there, we're just going to take a little dielectric grease here, and we're just going to squirt a little bit of that inside this boot here. And what this does is creates kind of like a watertight seal and helps keep any corrosion from getting on that spark plug. So you just put a little bit in there like that, and then you're just going to take it and you're going to push it right back down on top of that spark plug. Then we're going to take our 10mm bolt. Carefully, don't lose that. Just start threading it back in. And then use our 10mm and just torque that back down carefully. And when you get to feel a little resistance, just like a little bit of a turn, and that should be good. It's not going to take much. And then we're just going to go through the rest of these, put the battery terminal back on, start it up, and make sure everything's good. All right, guys, so for this last one, my bracket here for my intake is a little bit in the way, so I'm just gonna pull this. There's like a little tab here. You can see it's a snap tab, so you pull it with your fingertip and then you pull down on the back, and you can disconnect that from the coil boot, and that way I can get this coil boot out much easier, and I'm not bending things around. So there's a little tip for that very last cylinder over there. All right. Fire her up. There you go, guys. Success. Car's running great. Everything's good. If you guys have any questions whatsoever, just hit me up as always. Till the next video. Peace out.